Once a point in history where we were talking about is the five-man phased out of the game, and all of a sudden now you have several MVPs who occupy the position. It is unequivocally going to be a special matchup tonight.
Stolen by Ball. Pass to Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
Here's Ball. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
With the size he brings to the guard position, you love to see LaMelo assert himself down low.
A bit of a tweener, but Miles Bridges finds ways to show up in the box score doors.
Well, you know he's looking to score, Brian, first and foremost. Easy to set up as he can attack from virtually anywhere. No matter what, you know that Bridges is going to get you some buckets.
Second free throw, no good. Doris, so much improvement from Garland since coming into the league.
Oh, no doubt, Brian. This guy is now a do-it-all guard. You can play him at both the 1 and the 2 positions. The versatility that he possesses is such an important aspect in the league today.
Now here's Garland. Here's Mitchell. That one falls.
Boy, the floater game from Donovan Mitchell is effortless, folks.
Bridges feeling it out a little bit. Banked it in off the glass.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Here's Garland. Lots of room. Takes a big high bounce and goes in.
Well, this is what you get when you get Darius Garland off the basketball. Very capable in the catch and shoot.
Here's Ball. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3. And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
To the middle. Here's Allen.
This, guys, is something Garland does so well. Excellent reading defenses, exploiting them in the pick and rolls. That is nicely done.
Sinks it from distance.
Now, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Mobley, no good.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Miller. Hey, hangs it midair and converts the double clutch layup.
Yeah, I like whenever Miller uses his size to his advantage, especially down near the rim.
And Doris, Cleveland looking to balance their roster, trying to make sure the pieces fit.
And that's been the concern, right, B.A.? Because there's been some positional overlap, particularly in the front court. And this is where roster construction truly matters in the league.
And it's Green missing.
And it was a great chance to finish on the break, and he flubs it.
It was right there for him. He'd love to have that one back. That was embarrassing.
Now here's Bridges. He's got 5. Here's Miller. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Charlotte.
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
Down low. Bridges outside. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That one on Mitchell.
Miles Bridges has a frame that allows him to play through contact, and he welcomes and relishes those opportunities.
So Charlotte going with almost an entire new group here. And he makes both free throws.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Outside for Mitchell. Fires the three. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Garland. Mitchell's got 5 points.
And normally Mitchell wants his shot head on, but you give him the corner and he will adapt.
It's his first trip to the line. And the first one at the line is good. So both teams changing it up here. And so he makes both from the line. The Cavaliers trail by 4. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Mobley. Here's Mitchell. The shot comes out. Nurkic with some nice D. Pass to Mitchell. Shot clock at 5. Here's Jerome. And a missed layup. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. It's the Hornets. They're up by 4.
The Cavaliers, 15.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from Charlotte?
Attacking relentlessly, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the stripe.
They have done a tremendous job of drawing contact and putting officials in a place where they simply have to make the call.
Finished off the break.
And Donovan Mitchell on time and on target. Pretty pass.
The Hornets with a lead. Pass to Nurkic. To the paint. Tries from 6 feet. Shoots over Mobley. Mobley with the block. Out of bounds. Hornets ball as Charlotte keeps possession. Cavaliers on D. Clock at 6. Man. And he drains the turnaround J.
He is too good a mid-range shooter to leave him that open.
Doris, Trey Mann is an example of a semi-late bloomer in the NBA.
The NBA, that's not unusual for a player in his early 20s. Now he's been with a couple of different organizations. There's a versatility to how he contributes in the stat sheet. And a lot of times, especially for somebody of Trey Mann's skill set, it's about fit.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
The Cavaliers are having success. Point guard Darius Garland said, "We're building something here and we've come a long way. It feels amazing having our own legacy. We're just trying to keep it going. The whole city is behind us." And Brian, they know there's still work to do.
And they've got no problem with that, Allie. Thank you. Here's Mann. Fires top of the key. Here's Nurkic. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good. Nurkic has got his first bucket in this one.
Yeah, in the paint, Nurkic can be a monster. He's got all the physical gifts he needs to dominate.
The kick to Hunter. The 3 ball. Pure from 3-point range. Hunter's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Some changes for Charlotte. And Ball will bring it up here for the Hornets. Leading by 5. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Out to Bridges. Pass to Diabate. Miller with it. They set a pick. 5 to shoot. Buries it from 3. Miller's got 7.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
And it's Mitchell penetrating. And Mitchell with the slam.
The spider in the house, the unmatched quickness of Donovan Mitchell. What a bucket.
Bridges outside. Well, when you look at the forwards in this league, there are a lot lot more Grant Hill types out there these days, partner.
Well, thank you for the nice words, B.A. Of course, I took pride in my overall game. And over the last few decades or so, we've seen a bunch of guys playing the 3, 4, and 5 who can pass, dribble, and shoot. So it's fun to watch the game evolve.
Here's Ball. Here he goes. Bridges misses. Miller outside. Pass to Green. They set the pick. Back to Miller. Second shot opportunity. And that one's good. And Green with the assist.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Mobley, right side. And Mobley throws it down.
Oh, my goodness, the size and athleticism of Evan Mobley. What a sight to behold.
Pass to Bridges. A minute 22 left in the first half. And the layup is good. 9 points in the game.
That is a really pretty finish. Just gently dropped in the finger roll.
From deep, Mitchell. Mitchell, bullseye from distance.
Well, we know Mitchell can hurt you from outside the arc. The defense better recognize this moving forward.
Here's Ball. Mobley grabs the board.
Probably not the shot they had in mind, but you can't fault him. He had a clean look.
Outside Strus. The three-pointer off the mark.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
LaMelo Ball loves creating for his team. I love the look right there. Just so easy to play with.
Outside Mitchell. Inside. Deflected. And he's able to get it back. And Mobley throws it down. And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. For the Cavaliers. There's 25 seconds left to play in the second quarter. And there's a pick to the inside. Miller can't get it to go.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
The three from Okoro. Williams grabs the board. Here's Miller. Some room here for Williams. And so it's Charlotte with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped him build an advantage. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You know, if you look at the tracking stats, no one guards different positions like Grant Williams.
Yeah, those guys that can guard truly 1 through 5 are rare. Grant Williams is on that list. His versatility is incredibly impactful to whatever team he's on.
The Hornets are in the midst of a playoff drought. Their last appearance was 2015, Doris.
Yeah, B.A., that's the longest active streak in the league, not something you love to be associated with. And listen, like other organizations, they've hit on some draft picks, they've missed on some draft picks. A lot of the problem has been injuries that have plagued this organization.
And that's a foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's foul number 2 for him. Now Ball. Ball in the paint.
Well, in the paint, it's the length and the agility of LaMelo Ball to get things done around physical defenders.
Mobley outside. Back to Allen. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And Doris, you think about the advantage for Jared Allen with that 7'6" wingspan.
B.A., this guy is a massive presence in the paint. He's got length, he's got intellect, and he's got incredible anticipation and timing. The other thing is he can absolutely step out on the perimeter and keep a ball handler in front. He is a special defender.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Evan Mobley was the 3rd overall pick in 2021. And his teammate Donovan Mitchell said about him, "It's crazy, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but I don't think he really understands how good he can be. He can take us to a completely different level. I personally believe that he can be a top 5 player in this league." Brian, high praise for his teammate.
Indeed it is. Good stuff, Allie.
Love the confidence from this young man. Miller's so quick off the catch.
Here's Garland. And he banks in the layup. Garland's got 7 points.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Ball outside. Outside, Williams. Tries it from 19. Ball no good.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
Hunter can't get it to go. And it's Charles Lee calling timeout here. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. And in recent seasons, Grant, almost no team's been hit by the injury bug as much as the Hornets.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, you wonder what they could have done if they'd stayed healthy. They built the team around key players, and those guys have just missed a lot of time.
Charlotte leading by 4. Here's Ball. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That one's on Darius Garland.
You love the fact that LaMelo Ball is not timid about drawing contact on the interior. Get that foul drawn, LaMelo.
And so Ball nails both of them. And given LaMelo Ball is 6'7", how does this give him an advantage at his position, Grant?
Well, B.A., he's able to score on smaller guards as well as see over them and find his teammates. His height and quick decision-making are real weapons.
That one goes in. He's got 10.
And no surprise here, right? This guy is not only a gifted player, but he is so smart on the offensive end.
Outside Strus. They get the rebound. Pass to Garland. Back to Jerome. Fires for 3. Shot clock at 6. Allen a screen. Garland for 3. He drops it from range.
3 points.
Garland's got 10 points.
Well, the point guard IQ of Darius Garland. In pick and roll, you've got to be able to make great decisions, and he does.
And Williams punches it home.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
Allen a screen. On the wing, Wade. There's 1:34 left to play in the 3rd quarter.
He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh? Pass to Okogie. Here's Williams. Right side, Green. Tries again. And Ball with a nice bucket inside. And the Hornets lead by 7.
There is just such enthusiasm, such a love for the game with LaMelo. Shot after shot going down.
And here are the Hornets now. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Pass to Jerome. And here's Allen. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Well, Jared Allen has length and athleticism, and that's an easy opportunity. Wow.
A 3-ball from LaMelo.
What was the defense thinking? I mean, that's the wrong guy to leave open.
Here's Garland. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries. Charlotte leading by 6. Here's Ball. It's Williams, high post. Ooh, stolen by Allen. The 3 from Ball. That shot, no good. Pass to Allen. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. So both teams making some changes here.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Mitchell. 10 points for him. Here's Wade. From deep, Mobley. LaMelo Ball getting it done for Charlotte. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. And more NBA action on 2K. And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Here's Mitchell. Oh, Mitchell looking like a wrecking ball.
Well, if you don't stay in front and you allow him room to drive, you will pay the consequence. Donovan Mitchell with authority.
Here's Mann. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy just never lets up.
Well, you love that he wants to wear out the defense. What a catalyst for his team. Incredible.
Down low. Here's Diabate. Mobley grabs the board. And it's Cleveland's ball. 4-point game. Oh, and Mitchell powers it home.
How high was Donovan Mitchell? How pretty was that dunk? My goodness.
Outside, Green. Miller outside. 19-footer. Here's Diabate. Let's go with a 3. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Outside Garland. Mobley outside. Outside Garland. 6 to shoot. To tie it up. And the layup is up and in. And that'll tie this game up.
Boy, somebody needed to step up and rescue that possession, and Darius Garland does exactly that.
And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. Both teams deciding to change it up. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Charles Lee said to the team. He applauded their shooting and their shot selection, saying, "We're taking the right threes, not forcing anything. Keep doing that, and they'll continue to fall." Makes the game easy, doesn't it?
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Pass to Hunter. Okoro outside. Here's Mitchell. Missed inside. This is why you want ball movement and player movement.
And that's made it hard for the defense to key in on any one individual.
And so it's Mobley with it. He brings it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Trailing by 2. Hey, shooting the ball well. He's 5 for 9 in the game.
In the painted area, Mobley just so effective. Hard to cover a guy who's got that kind of size so close to the cup.
Inside. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Mobley. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
Here's Mitchell. Mitchell on the run. The layup misses. Just about 3 minutes through the 4th and final quarter here. Bridges. Count that one. And the Hornets lead by 2.
High stakes moment in Miles Bridges does not shy away. Go ahead, young sir.
Mobley, no good.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
For three, Bridges is rebounded by Okoro.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
On the wing, Strus. Right side, Hunter. That's finished off by Hunter.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage. In a close game, those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
And Cleveland making a change here. Here's Miller. Charlotte, no good that time either. Here's Garland. Pass to Allen. Outside for Mitchell. To take the lead. Here's Mobley. Count it!
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
All outside. Oh, he nails it! And he's tied it up! What a shot!
The mellow ball is never rattled. Doesn't matter how close the score or what the situation.
Wow! Put that in the dunk contest!
Wow, Donovan Mitchell simply fearless when his team is in need.
Williams. Yes! Here's Cleveland. Pass to Mobley. And here's Allen. Mobley on a screen. Here's Garland. And it's in.
Absolutely fearless is Darius Garland. Clutch shot, no problem.
Now here's Ball. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. And Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. What's the best strategy for him?
They're looking good, but they can't afford to take their foot off the pedal. They have to lock down the perimeter and prevent a three.
Cleveland making a change here.
Substitution on the court.
7 seconds left in the fourth quarter. LaMelo on the attack. No, stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity at a three-point play. They'll pin that one on Jared Allen. Ooh, he knocks down the clutch free throw. And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. All right, guys, how do you see him managing the next possession?
And this is what it's all about. This shot could win the game. Not much time left, but they have just enough to execute a play.
Here's Mobley. Can't cash it in. And so the big win by Charlotte in a tight game. What a performance they had here at home today.
I'll tell you what. These are the ones that are so nice to win and so tough to lose. I love being on the